Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'll be doing a video combining two popular ideas that have risen up lately. The first one is the is the is the how does is did did Tyreese save baby Judith? Okay, so I actually did a review on or my thoughts on this on like who did Judith die and if not who saved her. I will put a link to the description down below on for that video. Now the reason I say this is because in this picture you're seeing currently right now you see Tyreese under like the bridge connecting cell block C and D I believe, and if you notice closely, very closely, I know the the graphics isn't all that good, but yeah. But if you notice closely, Tyreese seems to be holding something. Now he does have the gun on his back, the rifle or or whatever that is, the right. But then if you see like right under his arms, you see like a black kind of figure, like a black shape of some sorts. And this leads me to believe that Judith, he was saved by Judith. Not exactly how, odds are, he chased after the girls. He saw baby Judith, just snatched her up, took off the buckle, snatched her up. And since he was a bit bloody, you know, since he got blood on his, from maybe a walker he killed or whatever, previous into that we just didn't see or something, and that will explain why the blood's on the carriage. So, and he saved baby Judith, and then just ran very fast towards that gate that you see, or the fence that you see right there, right by the red and white truck. Um, possibly he went there chasing after girls and the boy. The three girls and that one boy, Luke, Mika, Molly, and Lizzie. Chasing after them, and that's how he became an ultra babysitter. So honestly, I mean, there have been speculations that what he's carrying could be something else, maybe like a bag, or maybe another rifle or another gun. But I don't really think he'd have time to grab another gun. And sure as hell didn't have another gun on him. During the attack, he has the rifle which is on his back, and if he had a handgun on him, pretty sure it wouldn't be that big to cover up a hole, and plus it'd probably be on his hand, logically. So maybe he's carrying supplies for him in his small group of kids, which could be another possibility. But I'm leaning more towards the possibility that he saved Judith. And yeah, so comment below on your thoughts on if he saved him or not. My second, um, my second, the second thing that has been rising also does include Tyreese, and it's that he may meet, actually not may, that he will meet Carol during the during the mid during the second half of the final, for season 4. Now a few pictures have risen, such as in spoilthedead.com and other what like Smosh. I actually saw the same pictures in Smosh. I actually saw them first in Spoil the Dead, then I saw them in Smosh. So yeah, then a bunch of other. I really can't put them here because first of all, I can't really save them on the computer because of copyright issues. That and AMC is trying to take them all down. So sorry that I can't get you any pics on that. Now it seems that Carol and Tyreese may meet. Now I'm wondering exactly like when these pictures were taken. Now none of the kids were there, and neither is Judith. So the bag theory that he has supplies may possibly actually be true, but maybe she was just not in that scene at the moment, or whatever. So yeah. Now what happened immediately, like the first episode, once it comes back again, maybe, I never know, but I'm thinking it'll be more towards like episode maybe 9, 10, maybe 11, latest 12, but at latest number 12, earliest number 8, somewhere between episode 8 and 12. So yeah. Now an interesting point that will happen is if they do meet. Actually, when they do meet, how would that play out? Cause if you guys remember, Daryl and Rick were gonna tell Carol killed Karen and David, to Tyreese, but then he saw the dissected rat, and then the tank shot, and then the whole out war basically began. So when they do meet, since he doesn't really know, she killed them, so how would that play out? That'd be pretty interesting to see. Also, you got to include the kids are on in there, and whatever. Yeah, you'd also have to imagine the kids are in there, so that'd also be pretty interesting to see. How will he react with kids in front? That whole scene will be pretty interesting. Yeah. Um, it'd be interesting to see if she does happen to tell him, like, oh yeah, Tyreese, I killed Karen and David. Like, how do he react? Or will or will that just fade into the background? Or that that not idea, but that situation just fade into the background. I really don't think it would. I think it will arise, and I do believe Tyreese will at least find out by the end of the season, if not by the end of the next mid-season final for season 5, at very latest. I will say that he probably will find out eventually. Um, yeah. I mean, that's really all I can say now. Since Judith wasn't seen in any of the pics, which were like 2 or 3 of them, you know, that that does add to the other ideas that he could have been carrying supplies and that Judith instead. That does add more maybe believability to that, but maybe she was just not in that scene, or who knows when these pictures were taken to begin with. The baby actresses were available at that time. You never know. So yeah. So yeah, comment below on your thoughts on what you think Tyreese is carrying down below, and if you think and what you think will happen once Carol and Tyreese meet. And I like they're gonna bring Carol back. She's not gonna fade into the background. Actually, lately has, but when the season comes back up again, she won't. She probably won't come back immediately, but she'll still come back because I think she's such an interesting character right now. So yeah. So comment below. No, sorry. Comment below on your thoughts on what you think Tyreese is actually carrying. If it's something else, explain your thoughts. If it's if you think it's another gun or supplies or whatever. I mean, because those are also the other two other most popular ideas after Judy. So yeah. Also comment below on your thoughts on how this is gonna play out. Carol meeting Tyreese. How it's gonna play out and like when you think it's gonna happen and all of that. So yeah. Subscribe below. I do have other videos based on The Walking Dead and other things like that. I do also have movie reviews, comic reviews, and other stuff that happen. That I just have to like post and whatever. Um, yeah. If you guys want, you could, share this on Instagram, Vine, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, or whatever you guys would prefer. And yeah, this is Daniel Mark.